Asher, drop top, T-Man. Welcome. Now, Asher, if we don't have a good season this year, if things don't go well this year, then I would say it seems to be the case. If we do not have a successful 2021 season, then yeah, I don't know what else I could possibly think at this point. Oh, shoot. Hey, Ayaan. Yeah, of course I saw that ghost. Not necessarily Hasher. Not necessarily Hasher. I mean, you can do everything right and still not win the Super Bowl. Like, I don't think the Chiefs did anything wrong last year. They just didn't win the Super Bowl. The Chiefs had a really great season, and it just didn't happen. Oh, that's cool, Drop Top. I need to get back to that at some point. I don't want to play it by myself, and Snacks has been busy lately, so it's in a holding pattern. Because I want to, Ayaan. It's one of those games that I started playing and never finished, so I want to finish it. There's nothing wrong with that. Well, Ghost, you know, this is a topic of great contention. I really don't think our offensive line has been that bad the last 3 years. Wilson holds onto the ball too long. Although, maybe it's not Wilson's fault. Maybe that's a Schottenheimer thing, but I really don't think our offensive line is that bad. I think the problem lies in Wilson holding on to the ball too long, and that might not be a Wilson problem. Could have been a Schottenheimer problem. We'll find out, but I really don't think our offensive line has been bad the last 3 years. It was bad when we had Cable at the end of his run, but I don't think it's been that bad since we lost Cable. In fact, in many areas, I think it's been pretty good. It's at least been okay.
No.
Okay, they changed the controls on me again. God dang it. I mean, Ghost, maybe they'll be a little irritated, but I don't think it's going to matter. I mean, think about it. Michael Thomas and Drew Brees hate each other, and they don't have a... or seem to hate each other. Hey, Daniel. Oh, that's cool, Austin. I'm getting some, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess it is Big Dog, but there are easily ways to artificially increase the size of your window. And I have to believe that if this team feels like, you know, if this team sticks with Wilson, they will do whatever it takes to extend their window. Because having Wilson is not useful if you don't have the team around him to turn up for a title. Okay. I guess we drop down? I don't know. I don't know. It is starting to get on my nerves, I have to admit. Like, I know it's not making him play bad, but goddamn, I don't want to be hearing about this shit right now. Well, Ghost, don't worry about cap space. I've said this before, I'll say it again. If the team needs cap space, they will create cap space. Cap space doesn't really matter that much. It can be created if you need it. Wilson can create it. We can cut Dwayne Brown. We can cut Carlos Dunlap. We can restructure Lockett. We can do all kinds of stuff to create more cap space if we feel like we need it. Don't worry about that. I made a video about this a couple weeks ago, and I guess you guys just didn't take it to heart. But really. Steamed clams. Oh, shoot. No. Get away, get away, get away, get away. No. Hey, Pay Dirt. I just don't think there's going to be a team out there willing to trade for Wilson. The amount we'll be asking for it. I just don't think it can be made to work this offseason. I won't be too upset if it happens as long as we get the big haul. But I really don't think it's going to happen this offseason. I don't. I guess I'm gonna have to make another Wilson video tomorrow, aren't I? I guess. I already made one, Alex, but I guess I should make another one. At least I can take advantage of this garbage to get more views, but I kind of feel like I said most of the stuff that needs to be said in the video I made the other day. And what's changed other than the fact that it's getting a little more... I mean, I don't feel like my stance has changed that much. Like, I already knew the front office was mad at Wilson from a month ago. I know a guy who told me these things. So it's not like that's really new to me. I don't know. I mean, if I made a video tomorrow about the Wilson stuff, what would I say that I didn't say in the video a few days ago? I would say, maybe I would make a video about what a Wilson trade could look like or something, but it's so clickbaity. I imagine he's on the list, Adam. Well, Pater, I don't even think it's really fair to blast him for that. Like, every player in the, like, 99% of the professional athletes care more about themselves than they care about their team when it comes to things like money. Now, there are maybe those special cases of players who are really selfish, who really put themselves above the team, and you don't want that, but for the most part, it's just business as usual. Like, Peyton Manning did 8 million commercials every year. Did he ever take a pay cut? No. Because he wants to take care of his. How many commercials did Kobe do? Did he ever take pay cuts? No, he was still making max money when he was a garbage player his last few years. Did he take a pay cut to help his team? No. That's not how this goes. Well, yeah, Ghost. Ayaan, that doesn't make any sense. You just said it would be easier for you, just a little more work. That's a contradiction. Alex, it costs like $400. I have no problem with Wilson trying to get every dollar he can. I really don't. There are things he does that do get on my nerves, especially right now, but the money thing is not one of them. Austin will never know. It's possible. Did I come from there? I genuinely don't remember. I'll figure out some Wilson-centric content to make tomorrow. I have tomorrow off from work, so I may as well upload something. And a Wilson video right now will get the hits, right? I'll get them clicks. I'll just try not to make it too clickbaity, I guess. I don't want to compromise my beliefs, but whatever. Dude, why are you still here? Thank you. Yeah, I don't want to downplay this because I think what's happening is very significant. But Wilson has not requested a trade yet. Wilson has not said he's, you know, in some way truly unhappy with this team. It's being said by some people that he's unhappy, but you guys got to realize something. Okay, they were saying the same stuff 2 years ago when he was negotiating his contract, that oh, they're really far apart, and Wilson's getting pissed off that the Seahawks won't pay him what he thinks he's worth. And then, of course, they get the contract done, because of course they do. I'm not saying all of it is fake, because it's not. And there is some stuff going on here that I don't like, but some of this stuff is definitely trying to get clicks. The Giants may be the worst team in the league over the last 4 seasons. Like, that is an incompetent franchise. That is way more incompetent than the Seahawks could ever dream of being. Like, if he's sick of this organization, then imagine how quickly he's going to want out of the Giants. I think a lot of the people who still really, really defend Wilson are people who remember the Seahawks in the 90s being terrible. And in fairness, I'm partially one of those people, but I can't do that no more, man. I can't be that guy anymore. I can't be like, oh, at least we're winning games. At least we win some games. Like, not like in the 90s. No, I can't do that. Power, he cares about football, but we know what he cares about more than football. There's no doubt about that. And I want to stress, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. He cares about money more than he cares about football, and that's fine. Most football players agree. And if I were a football player, I would be the exact same way, I think. You know, I'm playing a violent sport. My career could end any minute. My career could end on any play, and I could be crippled for the rest of my life. I'm probably going to be crippled for the rest of my life after I retire, even if I have a clean career because of concussions. No, give me money. I have no problem with that. The list of players who have been willing to play for significantly less money than they're worth is very, very low. And I don't think it's fair to say Wilson should be one of those very, very few players. It's like... I don't really care about AJ Bouye. I don't even know if he's good anymore. At the end of the day, the only thing I really want to demand Wilson to do is to just play better. Play better than he did in the second half of the season. If he wants to be cringy and weird and be obsessed with, you know, making as much money as he can and trying to own the team one day or whatever BS, you know, I can deal with all that. But if he plays at a really, really high level, then I'm not really going to complain about it. At the end of the day, it's that simple. This is not about him, like, trying to... This is not about him needing to be the exact kind of person that I want him to be. This is just about him needing to be good at football. I mean, I wouldn't have a negative thing to say about Wilson right now if he hadn't sucked so bad in the second half of the year. Even if we had flamed out in the first round because of the defense, then I wouldn't say anything bad. I wouldn't be talking about any of this stuff. I'll say this. If Wilson is indeed on the trade block this offseason, that's fine. But if you give him away for cheap because you get it in your head that you're just desperate to get rid of him, then that's unacceptable. You only trade him if you can get the right offer. I'm not about to get rid of Wilson and get less than Detroit got for Stafford. No way, no how. You make me a real offer or we have nothing to talk about. You make me a good offer. If somebody makes that good offer, I will take it, but if you can't, then don't waste my time.
No.
No, Wentz is net negative. Alex, don't you dare say that again. Wentz is literally a net negative. If the Eagles are trying to trade Wentz, they will probably have to give up picks to get rid of him. That dude could not be worth less than he is right now. He is Garbo. Pass, pass, pass. 'Cause I'm all about that bass, about that bass, about that bass, about that bass, about that bass. You're gonna slam and welcome to the show. Oh, Robert, I think I saw pictures of that on the TV. Also, I get you guys are annoyed with Wilson right now, and rightfully so. Don't forget to get mad at the front office, too. They're the ones who signed garbage like Greg Olson and BJ Finney and Mike Upati to a certain extent. Like, don't forget that this is a two-way street. I'm just going to put that out there. Be annoyed at Wilson all you want to. That's fine. I'm right there with you, but also, you guys got to remember one thing. We don't have our first-round pick next year either. So if we trade Wilson, then it's almost a pseudo-tank. Or at least, you know you're going to have a year where you're probably not going to be all that competitive. And that's really not appetizing at all when you don't have your first-round pick. So, I still think the best move would be let 2021 play out and then try to figure out what to do after. But I really think that because we don't even have a first-round pick. Well, I mean, Brent, that's really not true. That is true, Austin, but they would be other teams' first-round picks. And the team's first-round picks that we get would probably not be great picks. Because he'd be going to a team that is trying to win right now. We wouldn't have our first-round pick, which would have a chance to be really good, because we wouldn't have a QB anymore. Oh, shoot. No, 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 no. You're not doing that to me. I do seriously wonder, though, these teams that are trying to trade for Wilson, what are they offering? I seriously would like to know. Oh, Beanie, Mahomes was running around like crazy, making plays, and just having the ball get dropped or things just not work out. But he was making guys miss, running around, making crazy throws, and it just didn't work out. There's a big difference between that and what Wilson was doing last year, just turtling up. There's no comp. That's not a good comparison at all. That comparison makes Mahomes look so much better than Wilson, it's not even funny. I mean, you guys, I know you guys saw it, those plays where Wilson gets pressured and just basically falls down. Mahomes wasn't doing that. Mahomes was doing everything in his power to make plays despite the pressure. It just didn't work out, but at least he gave them effort. I didn't see that from Wilson. Alright, Brent, I mean, I guess I'll take that. Maybe I'll have to make a video about this. And again, we just hired the guy he wanted as offensive coordinator. It would be very weird to hire the guy that he wants and then still get rid of him. It's like... Yeah, Mahomes definitely takes some of those sacks sometimes, but... Oh, okay, Brent. Brent, thank you for the $10. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate your support. Definitely love to get money out of this. I mean, if I wasn't making some amount of money off of doing this YouTube thing, I probably couldn't invest as much time into it as I am now making these virtually daily videos. Appreciate that, Brent. That support keeps me going. More than you could know. Well, I mean, Alex, one person saying that is not going to get me to start thinking. You're going to have to give me it from a couple other sources. And honestly, if Wilson isn't happy with Waldron, then what the hell does he want?
No.
Like, I understand we all wanted, you know, Mike Kafka or Ken Dorsey, but Waldron's a solid choice. I don't know what he's mad at. Like, if he doesn't like Waldron, then what does he just want? An offensive coordinator who's going to give him, I don't know, candy and blowjobs?
No.
Like, you guys saw my evaluation of Waldron. I didn't love it, but it's solid. If Waldron isn't his guy, then my question is, why was he not his guy? Because he's from the McVay tree. He oversaw some pretty impressive offenses, passing offenses. He was a passing game coordinator. Like, what do you want, bro? Did you just want us to stick with Schottenheimer? Because, you know, if Wilson's idea of good is just keeping Schottenheimer, then maybe he shouldn't have a say in this shit. Ellen DeGeneres sucks. Really? I guess it's possible, Drop Top, but you're never going to be able to convince me that Pete is excited about someone like Shane Waldron, who is young, inexperienced, has never called plays before, and is clearly pro passing game. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. That's not the kind of guy that Pete would like whatsoever. Well, then... Okay, I don't care who's offering stuff for Wilson. I care about what are they offering. I want to know what people think he's worth. Because again, I'm fine to trade Wilson, but you better make the right offer. Yeah, David, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it makes any sense for Pete to want somebody like Shane Waldron. That's not his style. Well, Alex, maybe so, but Waldron was their passing game coordinator.
No.
Oh, man. I have to find another key? That's possible, Drop Top. I'm sure some of this stuff is overblown, but I think some of it isn't. At this point, I think it would be naive to think, oh, this is all just BS and Wilson is really happy with the Seahawks right now. Like, that would be refusing to acknowledge basic facts. But people are acting as if he's already requested a trade, which I don't believe is the case. Look at the absolute hell Houston had to put Deshaun Watson through in order to get him to request a trade. Wilson is nowhere near there yet. I'm not saying everything's great for him, but, you know, Watson requesting a trade makes a ton of sense because Houston has been absolutely awful to him. I may do that, Brent, yeah. I think that if Wilson upgraded his football IQ he could last a long time, like Brady has and like Breeze did and etc. But if he continues to be a player who depends completely on his athleticism, then it's not going to happen. So what are they going to do? Just like bench Watson and just like start their backup QB the whole season with Watson pouting on the bench, earning his massive contract? That's a bold strategy. No, 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 no. God damn it. God damn it. Maybe Wilson is destined to be like this generation's version of Ken Griffey for Seattle. Most beloved figure in Seattle sports history. Seems like he's going to be there forever, and it just flames out faster than anyone thought, and he ends up spending a decent chunk of his career elsewhere. You know, there was definitely a time when Griffey was so important to Seattle sports that it seemed impossible that he would ever go anywhere else, and he did. Watson is not going to walk away from $40 million a year to retire to play that game of chicken, I don't think. Like, that's a lot of money he'd be leaving. I don't buy it. Don't buy it. Do not buy it. Do not buy it. Homer, give me your peanuts and you can fly on my back. Yeah, I do think that some people get stuck in this idea of seeing players as just cogs in the machine of a team, and there are areas where they are like that, or at least they should be like that, but there are lots of areas where they're not like that. Oh, Griffey, easily, Alex. Wilson's never even gotten an MVP vote. Griffey was in the conversation for best baseball player in the league a couple of times. He was a five-tooler who had 40 seasons, I think. Griffey was part of the conversation for best baseball player in the league during his prime. Wilson has never. Like, he's been in the conversation, but he's never had a really good argument to be the best QB in the league or best player in the league. Homer, give me your peanuts and you can fly on my back. Oh, you are a very greedy man. The other dragons will hear about this. Does anyone know what that's from?
No.
What about Wilson last year? Introverted? Okay, so I'm not exactly up to date with my baseball lore. Did Griffey ever win MVP? He had to have won MVP, right? Yeah, that might be true, Introverted, but he still didn't even get a vote. It, like, wasn't really a conversation. Like, by the end of the season, everybody and their mother would have voted for Lamar. Yeah, 97 he won MVP. It's, no, it's, from, The Simpsons. It's, episode in season 16. The Simpsons are flying to, China because someone wants to adopt a kid. And Homer's getting drunk on the airplane, and he looks out the window and he sees, like, a Chinese dragon. And the Chinese dragon is like, Homer, give me your peanuts, and I'll let you ride on my back. Homer says, I'll give you one. And then the dragon gets mad, and he's like, oh, you are a very greedy man. The other dragons will hear about this. I mean, Drop Top Wilson wasn't very good the first half of the season. Kind of like Cam, actually. But either way, Carson Palmer was there too. Carson Palmer was probably better than Wilson that year. Honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to saying Palmer got robbed of MVP that year. American jerks are going home. Now we sleep for 1,000 years. Alex, there's this guy on YouTube named LS Mark who recently made a video about a month ago where he reviewed and ranked every episode of The Simpsons. And I watched the whole video. It's like 6 hours long. So I kind of know a lot of useless Simpsons stuff right now because I watched that video and I remember a lot. No, Beanie, I'm excited too. Just because I'm excited for it doesn't guarantee that it's going to work well. Austin, I don't think you trade Mike Trout. He's too good. Like, you spend a lifetime trying to get a player as good as Mike Trout, then you get him, and it gets a little bumpy, so you trade him. I think that's a bad idea. Also, Griffey was cool. Wilson is a dork. You know, I'm just saying. I don't know, Alex, and honestly, I don't care about stuff like that very much. Like, it's the Cactus League. Oh god, oh god, oh god. No. American jokes are going home. Now we sleep for 1,000 years. When we wake, the world will end. Okay, where the hell is this guy? Can he stop playing hide and seek for 2 seconds? Ah. Just... No, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to save. God damn it. Astros lost George Springer, so we'll see. That's not a small thing. That ain't no small thing. Come on, you gotta come out eventually, unless you're actually just gone, in which case, cool, I guess. Cool, I actually lost last health this time. When we wake, the world will end. Wait. Well, David, it's kind of like when the Seahawks, you know, had the Antonio Brown decision. Wilson made it known that he wanted AB, and the Seahawks said, okay, we hear you, and then they didn't get AB because they didn't want him. So you can listen to him and then just ignore everything he says. I mean, that seems like that's basically what happened with, AB. I don't think so, Drop Top. I'm weird. Well, you know, if Wilson wins 3 league MVPs and 7 Super Bowls, he'll probably have a little bit more power to demand certain players. But, as a person with 1 Super Bowl win and no MVP votes, you just don't have that pull. Hey, Northwest. Hey, Lance. Well, the Packers were the 1 seed, so they're definitely not happy. And I'm sure they're sitting at home right now feeling like Matt LaFleur just, I don't know, decided he wasn't in the mood to go to the Super Bowl this year, so I don't think they're happy. Yeah, Green Earth. It's getting a little annoying. People should definitely stop doing that. I don't think so, Lance. Dork is an insult, so yeah. No, the refs did screw Green Bay, but Green Bay still made a lot of mistakes, including randomly deciding to kick a field goal for when they, you know, yeah. A riddle for the ages. Yeah. Peyton played in 4 Super Bowls. Rodgers wishes he could have that many. Not even close. There has to be some reason I'm supposed to get up there, though, so... Can I get to that ledge? That doesn't look easy. Nope, not quite. How else am I supposed to get over there, man? I mean, Wilson didn't even do anything in the Super Bowl until that game was over, so, you know. Like, no, he played a good game, but he didn't really do anything until that game was in the book, in the bag. So, you know, just something to think about there. Okay. No, Alex. Absolutely not. Unless I happen to like that team anyway. But no, I'm not going to follow Wilson. That's for booger eaters. That's like these LeBron James fans who root for whatever team LeBron is on, man. Green Earth, it doesn't make any damn sense to me unless Dwayne Brown's retiring, though. Like, are you going to just move Dwayne Brown to right tackle and just hope he knows how to play over there when, you know, that's not an easy transition to make sometimes. Going from left tackle to right tackle or vice versa is not automatic at all. Oh! I have no idea what you just tried to say, Green Earth. Oh, okay. Could be a way. So, random thing I found out the other day. Ever since Mike Myers retired from acting, he has apparently become a painter. Like, not a house painter, but like a painter of pictures. So that's kind of interesting. Did not know that. Would not have predicted that. But, I guess when people find out you're not actually funny, that's what you do as a comedian. I've gotten this far without a guide, which I am pretty freaking proud of, but I'm not 100% sure what I'm supposed to do at this point. So we may be turning back to this shortly here. Let's see. It's pretty cold right now. Weenie. That might help. I don't know. Hello, haircut. I don't know if you guys ever saw The Love Guru, but I actually did. It's really bad. So, I guess when you make a film like that, you then go retire, and it makes sense why. When does this video end? Whenever I feel like making it end? I don't know. Okay, well, obviously we want that door open. Yeah, haircut. It was released in 2009. I didn't buy it, by the way. I pirated it. I just wanted to see how bad it was, because I knew it was bad. It's always wild to see these career killers, especially somebody like Mike Myers, who had a pretty remarkable career. He's not my favorite, but, you know, he did some pretty notable stuff. The first Austin Powers is pretty good, I guess. Not my favorite, but it's good.
No.
Okay, so I don't know where to go now, which is unfortunate because it's going to be really hard to use a guide because it's hard to represent where I am relative to where I'm supposed to be. This level lacks landmarks that are usable in that fashion. I've never seen Wayne's World, actually. It doesn't look funny to me, though. It doesn't. It looks like, I don't know, it might be funny if you're stoned. Which I guess sums up SNL pretty well. It's not very funny unless you're stoned, I guess. Really, David? That's interesting. You know, it's always interesting because most of the time when you read a fluff piece about an actor or actress, it's about how they're actually a great person despite being rich and famous. And then sometimes you read those ones about the ones who aren't, like Tobey Maguire was famous for being an asshole. I can hear upstairs people watching the Queen biopic that came out a couple years ago, and it made me think about Mike Myers all of a sudden, because Mike Myers is in that movie for a few minutes, and it's his second film role since The Love Guru. So I just started thinking about it randomly because of that. Well, not randomly, but because of that. Just randomly reminded me. He's been in 2 films in the last decade. 11 years, basically. Probably had about a combined 5 minutes of screen time. It's pretty good, Austin. I don't know if Jared Leto is an asshole or if he's just really, really weird. It's one of the two. I don't know which one. He might just be really weird. I know on the set of Suicide Squad he was sending people, like, used condoms and stuff. But he was trying to get into character, which didn't amount to very much because he was only in the movie for 3 seconds, but I respect the dedication, I guess. Pretty wretched, Kelly Oubre Jr. No, Beanie. It's the same movie. It's the same movie with a few new scenes. It's the same shitty movie. A couple of extra scenes is not going to make a shitty movie good. It might make this shitty movie slightly less shitty, but still shitty, so no. Huh. I thought that would work. Kelly Oubre Jr., overuse of executive orders, bizarre, nonsensical executive orders that don't address the actual problems going on right now in any way, but in an attempt to pander. I personally don't care about stimulus checks because I don't qualify for them anyway because I make too much money, especially these ones. Yeah, Nicholas, I actually have a theory, and we'll see if I'm right or not. My theory is that that's a non-starter because Manchin is not going to stand by. Manchin said, I will never support packing the court. And if Manchin doesn't support it, then it's DOA. Now, some people have theorized, and it's very possible, that he was just lying to try to get people to vote for the Democrats in Georgia. But if he was telling the truth, then it's DOA. Alex, he is doing something right now. Like, if Joe Biden tries to propose expanding the court and then it fails in the Senate, then it looks awful. You know, no one wants to take an L. Taking an L is just always a bad look. Even if it would only affect your approval numbers for a few weeks. Nobody likes to take the L. It looked terrible for Donald Trump when they tried to pass their health care and it failed by 1 vote. It looked terrible for H.W. Bush when Bork couldn't get confirmed as a Supreme Court justice. Yeah, Alex. I think he will. I don't see why he wouldn't. I mean, even if he did lose, he got more votes than any Republican candidate for president in the history of the country, and it's not close. So he is the face of the party right now, and he can use his popularity to affect the midterms, and I think that he will. Why wouldn't he? didn't want to do that, but... Oh, I forgot about that. I've been through here. I knew that was there, and I... God damn it. Mother effer. Yeah, he's a good guy. Hi, Nick LeBeau. Yeah, DeSantis would be awesome. DeSantis is my guy. I really like DeSantis. I think he's phenomenal. And he might work on multiple levels, actually. He's not a COVID denier, Brent. I think he's handled COVID brilliantly for the most part. And that state's not easy to handle COVID in. It has such a old population, and it's got a pretty dense population. I think DeSantis is great. I think he's done a phenomenal job in Florida. And I would be really excited if he actually did win the nomination. And he's not... And he's somebody who can appeal to people on, like I said, multiple levels, I think. How many times am I going to do that? Well, Andrew Yang could barely stay on the stage, so probably not. But there is not. Only problem with DeSantis is he's got a really he's got a weak personality. He's a very dull human being, but whatever. So is Joe Biden. Okay, I gotta use this guide. Whatever, asshole. Uh, I don't think so, Alex. I can't imagine a Democrat ever doing a good job representing me or my values. But it can happen. I mean, parties shift sometimes, you know? Parties do shift from time to time. I guess it's not impossible. Be right back, guys. I will be back in a moment. I'm back. I'm back. Oh. Alright. I am going to have to turn my focus to the guide for a second here because I don't know what to do next. Y'all are going to have to give me a few minutes. If he wins, Alright. I need to think this through for a second, guys. American jokes are going home. Hey, Ihde almost back to 500. No way. I think Dame just hit another game winner. No, okay, it was Carmelo. Dang. There's an easy. There's supposed to be a switch in this room or something, I guess. I don't know. I'm confused. There should be a switch to open that door, I think. So, I don't really care. How do I lower the water level? Okay. Alright. I guess so, JS. I mean, gotta do something. Gotta talk about something. Gotta fill the airwaves. I don't know. I think some of it has merit, but at the end of the day, I don't think we're going to trade him. There's too much working against it. And, you know, he's not my favorite guy in the world right now. But I don't know if it's in our best interest to trade him right now. A lot of money. A lot of money. And not necessarily a team that's so desperate for a QB they would give up what we would need. Nice Soundwinder. Yo, yo, yo. Entree start at $6.95. Offer not good on Sunday, foo. Okay. Um. I don't think it's impossible, though. I just don't think it's likely. And, you know, maybe I'm in the minority here. I want a massive haul before I consider trading Wilson. If Stafford is worth what he's worth, then Wilson is worth the equivalent of 4 first-round picks at the minimum. Yeah, you know, I'm not saying it's the worst thing in the world, but I really don't like to hear Wilson acting as if none of this stuff is his fault. Or to imply, at the very least, that he doesn't have something to work on, that he couldn't be making the problem better if he played better. Now, I think Schottenheimer was a part of the problem there, but you can't tell me Wilson's doing everything perfectly and everyone else is just completely screwing him over. Period. That's not how football works. It's impossible for a QB to be just playing perfectly and everyone else is so incompetent that it doesn't matter. Yeah. You know, JS, I'm not too worried about that. Like, Michael Thomas and Drew Brees clearly hated each other. Or at least Michael Thomas did not like Drew Brees at all. And they still played together fine, so... I think a lot of players don't like each other and they find a way to play together. Okay. No, I didn't want to do that. Especially with rats here. Well, I screwed that one up bad. He's a huge weirdo, but I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to upload a Wilson video tomorrow. Everyone wants to talk about Wilson stuff. I'm going to be a clickbait artist. I'm going to post a video with a bunch of emojis in the thumbnail. My God, the Hawk's Nest is still streaming. He's been streaming for 4 hours. I thought it's actually been longer than that. God damn. How is he still going? And all he does is talk. It's not like he's doing other things on stream like I do. Jesus. It's possible, JS. I am wary of fake news. And a lot of this stuff could be clickbait. And I don't want to fall for it too hard. Okay, that worked. I think. Wait, did that bring the water level up? I don't know if I want that. No, wait. I don't think it did. Hey, Aaron. Yeah, I just really don't think there's too much working against it for it to happen. I'd be okay with it, but I just suspect that there's too much. No. I don't think it's going to happen this offseason. I just don't. There's too much working against it. Maybe next offseason, but this offseason, I'm not feeling it. Yeah, and Aaron Rodgers even said he wasn't happy about it when it happened. Remember? He did not BS. He was like, yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that. Which, you know, you usually don't see. I think I would, JS. Yeah, Austin, but I was doing other stuff. Like, I've said it before. I'll say it again. I am irritated with him, and I'm not opposed to him leaving. But if you don't get the right haul for him, then I'm going to be very pissed if we trade him and don't get good stuff back. Period. No. Okay. Yeah, the Saints can't make a good offer for him. Wilson can keep dreaming on that one. Hey, Austin. Well, the ideal would be to trade him to Miami for Tua and their 2 first-rounders this year. Now that's a little appealing. Who gives a crap about Joe Rogan, though? See you later, Daniel. Tua might be a Pete Carroll type of QB. Tua might be Pete Carroll's... might appeal to Pete Carroll a lot. Okay, no, Marshall, but I'm just saying... why would Wilson care about playing in Texas just because Joe Rogan happens to be there? JS, that is very disrespectful to the homie, Mike Jasecki. Okay? GTFO. Okay, thanks. Mm-hmm. Yes, Austin. supposed to give her even 1 second? Taysom Hill sucks. Okay, I guess I need to turn the water back on or something. I need to go find the water. I don't remember where it is. I think it's... I don't fucking know how I'm gonna get up there. Which, hey, maybe... JS, there are animals you kill. Yeah, this game is pretty awful, but whatever. We'll be done with it eventually. It's whatever. Wait, did I come from this way? Yeah, I think I did. There are animals that you shoot, but it's done in a very, very cheesy and cheap way. And yeah, there's not much to it. It's a very hard game to play, but whatever. You know, there's more to playing video games than just having fun. Sometimes playing video games is pain. I heard about that, JS. You know, I really liked The Last of Us. It was a great game. But by the time Last of Us 2 came out, I just didn't care. I'll play it eventually, but I really... I don't know. I just feel like, you know, The Last of Us juice ran out years ago, and I don't really care about a sequel, but I'll play it. Jesus. Okay, I need to crank the water back up, I think, but really hard to remember where anything is in this game sometimes. I'm way behind on TV shows. I still haven't seen the second season of The Mandalorian. Although, now maybe I won't even be bothering with it. Yes, Marshall, I did. I finished season 4 of Fargo a long time ago. You know, it's interesting. The critics, and I think, well, general audiences really don't like it. It's interesting. I guess I kind of understand why, but I liked it fine. I thought it was really good. It has a really low rating on Rotten Tomatoes, though, for the audience score, which is interesting. People don't like it very much. It is very, it's not very well structured, I guess, but I think what's in there is actually quite good. I mean, they actually had to add an 11th episode, which is weird, because the first 3 seasons were 10, and there was so much shit in this one, they ended up having to do an 11th season, but I don't care. Yeah, 1 and 2 are the best seasons. 2 is probably the best season they ever did, and I don't know if they're ever going to do better than that. That's what I think. I still like the other seasons fine, though. Yeah, JS. You know, Kirsten Dunst is actually a really good actress, which you would not have guessed based off the way she started her career starring in, you know, generic blockbuster movies for the most part. Yeah, VM Varga is awesome, but that season has a couple things in it that I didn't love. Like, the mystical aspects of that season. Other shows like Fargo, well, the most obvious example is Breaking Bad, but I think everybody knows that. Okay, I'm pretty sure I still can't open this.
No.
But there really aren't any shows that are that much like Fargo. It is very different in terms of style, and the way in which it is serialized is very different from other shows. It's really hard to find a really strong comp. Like, every season of Fargo has 1 or 2, like, mystical elements. And I think the mystical element in season 3 probably works the least. Probably. Yeah, see, this just takes me back out to this place again. Is there, like, a way to swim through over here? I've heard Mr. Robot's really good from one person. I know one guy who loves that show. This is so weird. I mean, I've been to the other places. I just can't find out how to get to them now because I lowered the water level. But lowering the water level should not make me, like, stranded here. Isn't Twin Peaks, like, really, like, fantastical? Isn't it, like, really bizarre? Isn't it? That's David Lynch, right? Like, it's not very grounded as far as I can tell. But I haven't watched it or anything, but I know the general idea. It's, like, not grounded in reality very well, is it? Okay, this has to be it. You know, David Lynch almost directed Return of the Jedi. That might be one of those ones that everybody knows. I don't know. But he was in the conversation to direct Return of the Jedi. Okay. I don't think I wanted to... Oh. No. Okay, let's swim through here before I actually reload the save. Let's check something. Who is they, Brent? Oh, I see. You know, Charlie Sheen almost played Andy Dufresne in The Shawshank Redemption. I think Charlie Sheen and Tom Hanks, and it might have been Kevin Costner or somebody who was in the running for that. Well, yeah, Charlie Sheen's not even a good actor, so yeah. But that's one of the fun almosts. That's a fun almost. You know who was the second choice, like literally the runner-up to play Loki in the Marvel Cinematic Universe was actually Matt Damon. Matt Damon was very close to playing Loki. Which would be really weird, wouldn't it? I don't know if that would have worked. Hollywood what-ifs tend to be fun. Because when you're talking about like a good movie or a good role, it's impossible to imagine anyone else doing it, so. When what you get works, then it's really amusing to imagine what it would have been had this other guy gotten the role. Well, you know, before Trump, we had two presidents who really did everything they could to expand the power of the executive branch as much as they could. So I'm not going to say it's a bad thing that we had a president who tried to not expand the executive branch power too much. But yeah, I mean, there was probably some stuff he could have done with that he chose not to do, and maybe he would have been better off had he done those things. Okay, I think we got it. Who cares about that? I actually really thought he was going to use executive orders to force through some sort of stimulus thing in the last couple months there. Really surprised it didn't happen. That was such... Like, that's such an easy way to...
No.
Really? Where's another keyhole? I haven't seen another keyhole. Where does the gold key go? Okay, I gotta look this up because I legit have no idea where the gold key can go. Looks like I need to find another silver key. I are confused. I need to find another key. I need to find another key. Ugh. Would, but that's forbidden knowledge. I don't get it. It's because they have... Okay. Where is the last key? That's to be pussy ass bitch. Bitch, baby, dick. Pussy. No, this ain't it. And the idea, and the idea, and the idea, and the idea. Where could I have missed a key? Well, I mean, like, there's the one that I see. I thought that's the one I just got, though, is the thing. Game, you're an asshole. Ooh. Ah. I don't like it. Yikes. That was not fun. Okay. I think I generally know what I'm supposed to do, but it's really confusing. So we're going to have to be very careful about remembering exactly where we're supposed to go, because I think what I need to do is drain the water and then get back to this room that I am in now. So I can open that door and get the key. It is really, really ridiculous that I can't figure this out. This should not be hard. This should not be hard. Fuck everything in this world. It is the only... Oh my god. How has that crocodile been here this whole time and not hurt me? He's not very good at his job of crocodiling. Okay, I think this is the room I want to be in, like, generally speaking. Now I just need to find the lever that controls the water. Is it... It's not in here, is it? Feast on my shorts, stupid father man. Feast on my shorts, stupid father man. Feast on my shorts. Oh, God. What? Okay. Yeah, Marshall, I guess, but I don't really care. It's not that big of a deal. Women are a distraction from the things that actually matter. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, okay, so this is the room I want to be in after I've reduced the water level, I think. But well, he usually knows what's up, Brent. Okay, I think this is the right room. No TV and no beer. Make Homer something. No, we sleep. See, it's just so damn easy to get lost because everything looks the same because this game is so fucking old. It's ridiculous. I'm so annoyed that, like, Sierra factors 1 iota into any of this. It's like, dude, you're the husband. Be a man. She lives where you tell her to live. Christ. You make more money than her. You are more famous than her. You are more talented than her. You are better in your field than she is in hers. You decide where you live, and she just has to suck it up and like it. Alright, see you later, Brent. Okay, how do I get up there once I get the water level down, I guess, is like the main issue I'm having. I don't think so. I am so close. I know. The whole talking Could you explain your model, young man? All right, Marshall. Mika Grimes. I think so. She says a lot of things. When you're alone and life is making you... Damn it. No! Jesus. Damn it. Damn it. Could just dump diagonally, I guess. Marshall, maybe a state like Idaho or Wyoming, but I don't know. I don't know. Hello, whoever you are. I have no idea what you're saying, but I like the way you say it. Get out of here, you mutt. We don't like you. You a pussy. You a pussy. Yes, it did, Marshall. It did. A little bit. Should snow a lot more tonight, though. Supposedly. American jokes are going home. Now we sleep for 1,000 years. Bowling Damn it. Ooh. All right. Okay. We did it. That's the end of the level. All right. I am going to get to a place where I can breathe. And then that's going to do it for this stream. What are we doing? Oh, okay, there's a metal lever switch somewhere. Hey, Pigeon. Alright, guys. Pigeon, I'm probably going to have to make a video tomorrow really digging into it. But we know he's not thrilled with the way things are going right now, but I would be very careful about assuming that the extent of the problem is as big as it's being portrayed in some areas. It's probably a lot smaller than the media is trying to make you believe right now. That's just how this shit works. You know, they want your clicks. He shouldn't have said what he said about the O-line. I will say that. But I don't think it's a huge deal. Alright, guys, we are more than halfway through this shitty game. We're going to finish it next. We're going to finish up level 9 next time. Might play a lot tomorrow, I'm not sure. But, yeah, I'm going to go and get out of here. I'm going to make a video tomorrow about the Russell stuff. And we're going to try to dissect it a little more balanced. But that's going to do it for me. Peace out. Go Hawks.